Sometimes magic doesn't go exactly as planned, and there's a right and a wrong way to handle that. So let's look at a few different examples here together. Knife throwing is a skill that takes many years to master. And it's fine if you accidentally miss and one of the knives falls as long as there's not a person as your target. But in this example, he was going for a world record and he was running short on time, so he rushed and he accidentally missed and hit her right in the head. But it could have been much worse, so I guess that's okay. A famous magic trick that's been done on television many times is where you take a spike and you place it inside of one of 5 or 6 bags or underneath styrofoam cups, and you have the spectator mix them up one by one. You smash your hand through them, and hopefully you don't accidentally choose the wrong one. The last bag is opened, and you show the spike was there, and people imagine what could have happened. But sometimes this trick goes wrong, and the magician chooses the wrong one. Now, in this first example, at least he got close to the end of the trick. He was down to 2, but unfortunately jams his hand right through the wrong one. This next one was not quite as lucky. He was probably on his first or second try, and again, chose the wrong one and put his hand right through the spike. But the worst example is when this magician somehow convinced the host of the show to use her hand, and he chose the wrong bag and jammed it right through the spike. This wasn't a setup, this actually happened on live television. Now, I don't know why anybody ever performs this next trick. Even when it goes well, it doesn't really look that great. The person is supposed to look like they're levitating or balancing on this broomstick, but they fall almost every time. The next category is big television shows where we're performing magic tricks. This illusion can be incredible if the timing is absolutely perfect, but execution has to be on point. But in this case, as they're switching places, they don't time it perfectly, and you can see the assistant trying to climb back into the box. And this happened on America's Got Talent. The magician puts the woman inside the box, and then apparently they separate her body. Now when they move these white sheets, you'll see that her body's over to the right, and then the middle section is empty, so you're supposed to believe that this is her actual body over here. However, when they open the box back up, something malfunctions and the black cover-up is still there. But then it accidentally shifts right in front of the audience, and it's obvious how the illusion was being done. But this magician doesn't handle the situation well, as he denies that anything went wrong.
You made a few mistakes there, right?
The illusion went perfect.
So when the thing dropped down, that was deliberate.
Now here's how a magician should handle making a mistake during a trick. In this illusion, the woman gets inside the box, but you'll notice that her feet come out the other side way too soon, unless she grew about 2 or 3 feet. But then as they separate the 2 boxes, and they turn to show the audience that she is in fact cut in half, oops. But as soon as the mistake happens, you see that everybody just laughs it off, the audience laughed too. Everybody knows that magic isn't actually real, so it's not the end of the world if you make a mistake. But my favorite example of how to professionally handle a mistake in a trick is when David Blaine, on television, did a very long-winded card trick as he usually does, but they're usually incredible. But in this case, when they flip over that final card, it was the wrong card.
Oh, well, close.
Watch how he handles this like an absolute pro, moves into a different version of a different trick to make the ending still incredible.
The truth is, you see how the ace really looks? Like if you look at it, see how it really looks like, here, watch. See how it looks like the 6 when it moves, kind of? See that?